Okay, my friends, DW Pastor Bear here. I'm here to do business. I'm here to work on this. Let's get this done tonight. Which means I got more than one video to do tonight, and it's starting to get late. It's after 9 p.m. now. Time flies so fast, it'll be 10 o'clock before I know it. Anyway, this is January the 28th in the Stand Strong Devotional. It's called I'm Boss Around Here. Look at that title. Pretty interesting. We got a bit of reading to do. We're going to read all of 2 Chronicles chapter 10. I'm doing well. I'm just tired. Extremely busy. Work today. Had a satisfactory day of work. I can't complain. It was rather slow, but in the end it panned out okay. The enemy made me a little bit mad today. Satan and his attacks. It's not easy being in frontline warfare, I'll tell you that much, but I have been for years. It's nothing new to me, but sometimes you get used to being attacked, and then it gets quiet for a while, and you almost want to let your guard down, and then that's when the enemy strikes you again in some way. The devil can use different people to attack you, or sometimes it's just a straight-on attack. But I've overcome this day because in Jesus Christ, I am a victor. All right. Enough of the finer things. 10th chapter of 2 Chronicles, verse 1. Israel rebels against Rehoboam. Rehoboam went to Shechem because all Israel journeyed to Shechem to make him king. It happened that Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, heard this. He was in Egypt, where he fled from King Solomon. So he returned from Egypt. So they sent for him and called him. And Jeroboam and all Israel came and spoke to Rehoboam, saying, Your father made our yoke heavy. Now, therefore, lighten your father's labor and heavy yoke that he put on us, and we will serve you. He responded, Return again to me in 3 days. So the people left. Then King Rehoboam consulted with the elders who stood in the presence of Solomon his father when he was alive, saying, How do you counsel that I should give a response to this people? They said to him, If you are good to this people and please them, and speak well to them, then they will be servants to you all your days. But he abandoned the counsel of the elders that they gave to him, and he consulted the young men who grew up and stood before him. I don't know the exact pronunciation, so Rehoboam, that's how I'll say it, I guess. Rehoboam said to them, What do you counsel that we give as a response to this people who have spoken to me? Lighten the yoke that your father placed on us? The young men who had grown up with him said, So you should speak to the people who have spoken to you, saying, Your father made our yoke heavy, but you lighten it from us. So you will say to them, My little finger is thicker than my father's waist, whereas my father placed a heavy yoke on you. I will add to your yoke. My father chastened you with whips, but I will scourge you with scorpions. Not very good advice from these young, unexperienced, probably cocky young men. So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam on the 3rd day, as the king had ordered, saying, Return to me on the 3rd day. Then the king answered them harshly. King Rehoboam rejected the advice of the elders. He spoke to them with the advice of the young men, saying, My father made your yoke heavy, but I will increase it. My father chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. The king did not listen to the people, for the event occurred because of God, that the Lord might establish his word that he spoke through Ahijah the Shilonite to Jeroboam the son of Nebat. When all Israel saw that the king would not listen to them, the people answered the king, saying, What portion do we have in David? We have no inheritance in the son of Jesse. O Israel, each man to your tent. Now look after your own, look after your own house, O David. Then all Israel departed to their tents. The sons of Israel dwelled in the cities of Judah, and Rehoboam reigned over them. Then King Rehoboam sent Hadoram, who was over the forced labor, and the sons of Israel stoned him to death. And King Rehoboam hurried to mount his chariot and to flee to Jerusalem. So Israel has rebelled against the house of David until this day, which is until the time of this writing. I'm Boss Around Here, again, is the title. The author is Herb Vander Lugt. A mild-mannered man was reading a book on being self-assertive and decided to start at home. He stormed into his house, pointed a finger in his wife's face, and said, "From now on, I'm boss around here. I want you to prepare me a gourmet meal and draw my bath. Then when I have eaten and finished my bath, guess who's going to dress me and comb my hair?" "The mortician," replied his wife. King Rehoboam tried that kind of self-assertiveness, and it turned Israel against him. When he came to the throne, the people pleaded for less oppressive taxation. His older advisors urged him to heed their request, but his young friends told him to be more demanding. Because he listened to his peers, 10 of the 12 tribes of Israel seceded. 2 Chronicles 10, 16, and 17. Good leaders don't rely on domineering self-assertion, not at home, at church, or in business. Rather, they balance proper self-assertiveness with the principle of submitting to one another. Ephesians 5:21. They listen respectfully, admit mistakes, and mix gentleness with firmness. That's submissive leadership, and it works. So here in this devotional tonight, we get a little bit of wisdom. I don't know what your backgrounds are, what kind of work you have, family situations, but that's a good story for you. So heed it, ponder it, chew on it. God bless you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night and a great week, and I will see you in the next Stand Strong devotional.